Hi guys, I wish to take you through a simple club and society management system. This can be used in a school setup or in a college setup, and therefore, as usual, I will start by doing a simple demonstration. And therefore, this is Microsoft Access. I go to open, then browse. I just go to where my software is. Therefore, my program is on desktop. It is Club and Society Management System. Therefore, my system looks like this. I just enable the content. Therefore, this is how it will load. Then you will be supposed, or you are supposed to log in or supply the correct username and password. And if by mistake you click on OK, then you'll be told to retry. Then if, for example, I type on the correct credentials, that way I'll be taken to the dashboard, and therefore you'll see I'm logged in as done. Then I can maximize my system so that it can it will have the correct visibility. Therefore, these are the parts of my system. You have the begin statement and class list. Also, you can update the years. But to start with, you just hit on begin. Then once you hit on begin, you will be in a position to see this form. Therefore, in this form, I'll choose the year 2021. Then the year of study, for example, year 1. Then I want to, that is to key in or to capture members of accounting club or society. Therefore, I hit on I want to capture or to register students of accounting year 1. Therefore, I hit on open. Therefore, what happens if I go to this form here? If I go to this form here, ladies and gentlemen, you will notice that this is the capture screen. And the capture screen has the minimize and maximize button here. It also has the cross. Therefore, you see confirm if you want to exit now. Then you can quit the application. Then here you will have the serial number. This is automated by the system. Then I have the club name. I have the name of the member, member ID, date of registration. I'll have the registration fee, year of registration, year of study, course, and then whether the person is an official or a member. Then in case a person is an official, whether the guy is a chairman, secretary, treasurer, or if it is a member, then you should just choose none. On the other hand, ladies and gentlemen, down here in the form footer, the system will automatically count for you the members, that is the members that who have registered as Presidential Award Club, Environmental Club, Christian Union, Catholic Association, etc. Then you just in this juncture here, it will show the total members indicated here. But this one is for the whole system. Therefore, this is total member. Here we have 1, which is true. Then total officials, that is for the whole system. They will be recorded here. And also the contributed amount for this part will be recorded here. Therefore, basically, this is how the system works. Then, on the other hand, if I want to see the statement, I just hit the statement here. Then I'll be in a position to choose the year. Then, right now, I want to see guys who are in Form 1, and that is in Year 1, course Computer Science, and their members. Therefore, I just hit on View Statement. Then, ladies and gentlemen, I will be in a position to see what they have contributed and the total numbers. They are only the 2 guys who come from computer science, and one is an official, the other one is a member. Then, on the same point, if I want to view the class lists of various courses, I can hit on class list, then enter year of study. Like now, I want to go to year 1. And then the course is computer science. Then I hit on OK. Therefore, I've been in a position to see that year 1 computer science, I have two guys. These two guys here, the ID numbers, names, and the various clubs that they belong in. One belongs to an environmental club, the other one to Catholic Association Society. Therefore, basically, if I cross on this one, confirm I want to exit, yes. Therefore, I will be taken back to the dashboard where I can still get the statement from this point. Like now, like we go to accounting, view statement. Therefore, I have only one guy, Dennis Charles, who has paid 850. This guy belongs to that is to accounting, year 1 course accounting. Then on the same note, at this point here in the dashboard, I can still get the class list. Like now I want to get year 1 and then accounting, spelling doesn't matter. Therefore, I am in a position to be given the class list of year 1 accounting. That is the guy who belongs to an environmental club. Therefore, basically, ladies and gentlemen, this is a simple system where I will be taking you through the procedure from scratch on how to come up with such a simple club and society management system. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, these are the access objects that we shall create. We shall create a table called clubs. We shall create a table called login, filters, and member registration. Then on the queries, we shall have an update of the year. We shall have the statement and member registration and also class list. Then on the forms, we shall have user login. We shall have selector for form, selector for report, splash form. Here I have called it memo, and also I have the member registration form and also the main form. When it comes to the reports, we shall create a report called statement and a report called query class list. Therefore, let's begin by going to start, then new. Then we shall start on blank database. Then we create our database. We shall have our database on our desktop. If we just go to our desktop, then we shall have our clubs and societies, MIS 2021. Then I hit on OK, then create. Then from this point, we shall create our tables. If we just go to create, then once you go to create, you go to design view. Then when you are in design view, we can start by creating our club. Therefore, we shall have our club, that is our club ID. This is auto number and primary key. And this one, we shall then have a format of this one, that is our auto number, club ID. We shall need to have the format here. Then we shall have, it shall be club. Then we have that format. Then this one you can just call it club, and as we proceed. Then the next field is club name. Then the other one is maximum allowed members. This is number. Then we shall just go down to maximum allowed members here. Then go to validation rule here. You can just type should be between 15 and 50. Therefore, in case it's lower or that one, then you can just say not qualified. That is qualified. Then you save that one. Then we go again. Now we go to purpose of the club. The purpose of the club, can just go down here, go to lookup, choose, just double click here, choose combo. then value list. Then here you can have the values, that is the values of this one. Like now you can have the purpose is socialization. It can be something like development. It can be something different, like other motives. That way. Then save. I am hitting Control S. Then that is our first table. You can close this one. Don't need this. Therefore, these are the fields of that is our crab table. Then you just go again, create. You can cross this, ladies and gentlemen. Cross that one. Then go to table design. Now in our next table, we shall create you can have the serial number. This is the auto number, primary key. Then for this one, we just go down here to the format. We can have member. Then that is how it will look like. That is the format. It will take something like member 001, member 002, that way. Then we shall have the member name. You can also have the member ID. Then you can just save this one as something like member range. That is form. Therefore, I will speed up and type the rest of the field. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at now this completed table, if I click on this one, that is the member ID, you realize that that is for the ID. I will realize that this is short text. Then date of registration, this is date and time. Then we have registration fee, currency. Year of registration, we have number. Year of study, number. Then we have course. Therefore, when we go to the course here, just like I took you through in the crabs, I have gone to this part, lookup. Therefore, you have computer science, accounting, engineering, education and agriculture. Then when you go to status, you have a member or an official. Therefore, it will be a combo box. And you have to set the row source type as value list. Then seat, the same. We have chairman, we have secretary, treasurer or none. Therefore, so that one is a combo box. Then we proceed to the next table. Therefore, we can create the next table. And therefore, our next table will be login. Login table, we shall have the username. Then we shall have the password. Then we shall have something like we can have revo that way. Then this one can just save it as login. Yeah, it can create its own, no problem. Then after creating login, we can create our last table, that is a filters table. Therefore, our filter table, just close this one, go to create table. Now this one we can have an ID, auto number, auto primary key. Then for this one we can have the year, we can have the crab year, then year of study. Now for this is number. Then save it, just save it as filters. Then we can run this one. For this one we can have, this is the crab year 2021. Then this is the year of study. We can have 1, 2, 3, 4. This one can still remain 2021. 20, or just have it as 2020. Then cross this one. Now once you cross that one, ladies and gentlemen, we can move on to creating our queries. Therefore just go to create, then query wizard, then from this time around hit on OK. Wait for the wizard. Therefore we want to take everything. We are creating members reg query. Therefore just hit on finish. Therefore close the query. Therefore this query here, if I go to design view, it will have gotten its data or data from members registration, and therefore these are all the fields that we have created using the wizard. Then after doing that, we can create a class list query. Create, then go to query wizard, go to OK. Now here we need to have the class list query. The class list query should have the member ID, the member name, and the next one should be the crab. That is the crab. Also we need to have the year of study and the course. Next, this one here, what title do you want for your query? Just call it class lists. Therefore I think that one is enough. Then therefore you have the class list. Any other query can be a duplication of this, but we can create year update query. Therefore just go to query wizard, hit on OK, and then we only need the year of study and year of registration, those two. Next, finish. Therefore we shall only have these two here, these ones that we have key in our then we go to design view. When you go to design view, go to update. When you go to update, this field comes automatically, and therefore for that case I'll copy this and take it to update to paste. It will be +1. Then also this one will be I copy, Control C, Control V, +1. Therefore what happens if this was year 2021, when I run the query it becomes year 2022. For this one, if it was year 1 of study, it becomes year 2. Therefore we save that one, and therefore this one is an update query. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, you can see this has a different look from this. This is a select query, this is an update query, but I can rename it to update years. That way. Then after doing so, ladies and gentlemen, you can proceed to creating our forms, and therefore we shall start by creating our main form. That is, we look at how our main form looks like, and therefore for that case we shall just go to form wizard up here. Then we are creating the members, that is from the members query. Therefore from this point you take everything to the right hand side. Next, then we need a tabular form. Next, therefore it can just be called the members registration. Then you hit on OK. Now once you hit on OK, you'll expect Microsoft Access to populate for you a form, that is a form that looks like a table, and therefore we call that one tabular. And this is an example of tabular. Therefore this is what Microsoft Access has produced for us. Therefore we have to make sure that it is more attractive. Therefore we just go to design view, make sure something like this is equal to the others. Also this one is equal to the others. Then you can increase this that way, that like I am doing it. Then take this somehow downwards. Take this one, for example, this one can be. For on the other hand, bring this one somewhere down there, that way. Also these ones, take them to that side. Then we need to take this one to the side so that we can create more space. Like now we need these ones to create space for this one. For this one also need to move so that this one also moves, and create space for the ID that way. Then also these ones can be brought somewhere here. Date of registration. Then we have registration fee at once. We can also pull this a bit. Then this one also can be pulled a bit. This one can be taken away. That way, this one can be pulled backwards. This one's that way. Good. Then after having done that one, this one can be brought to the center. Then after doing that one, member name, this grab name, I think this one's gonna be go to the others. Good. Then after doing that, you highlight by dragging the mouse that way. Go to format. You can assign this one a color and also bold that way. Then this one is the member registration. This one can be brought somewhere here. That way, member registration. Then you can just have it members registration. Then after doing that, ladies and gentlemen, we need to make it even more attractive. Therefore we can hit on save. Then go to this point here, right click, then go to back arrow. You can change the back arrow. Also change this one to different color. Therefore if I run, this is what we have so far, ladies and gentlemen. Then just go to image here, browse. We want to have the heading. If I just go to pictures, you can have this one here. This is our logo. Then go to properties of our logo. Here we want our logo to be, let it be like that. Then go to format. This is, we need this one to be black and also a bigger size. Then let's have our heading here. Our heading should be, just go to design, take a label. Therefore then draw this one. Therefore we have something like crab and associate registration management system. This is system. Then highlight, go to format, increase the font size. Then you can choose something like that one. This is big. Let's have 36 and black and bold. Good. Therefore, if I click on this one, ladies and gentlemen, you can see now my system is taking form. Then again, go to design view. Go to this line here. You can take this line and draw it up to that point. Then drop it once. No, should be somewhere there. Yeah, good. Then design view and just increase its weight. Go to shape outline here. Then go to thickness. You can have it thicker that way. Then on the other hand, you can just go to let me just see how that one looks like. You can just go to this box here. you can draw a box. Like now I want to have my box here. There, see how it looks like. If we just go to design view, take this one back so that our box can be also be brought back. Then from here I needed to put my navigation buttons here. Like now I just go to this point, take a toggle button, I draw the first one here. This is maximize. This is for maximize of my work. Then we have the cursing button here. This is minimize. That is minimize. You have maximize and minimize. Then I take another one there. Therefore we have the cross button, cross form here. This is the cross form. Then from here, for the cross form, ladies and gentlemen, you have this code. Just this code is just there. You just need to change here. Therefore this code I don't need to cram it. I don't need to just write it, all of it. For the purpose of saving time, let's just copy this. This is the code for cross. If we just copy this, I will provide this one just below the link, that is below the video. Therefore just go to cross, then I go to properties, then here on event I just go on click event, I choose event procedure, then I hit these 3 dots. Once I hit on those 3 dots, I need to paste my code that is in between the private sub and add sub. That's where I'm supposed to that is to paste. Therefore we need to paste it between this private sub and that is private sub, this one, and add sub. Therefore this is my code. Just get it below the description. And also I will upload this database for free on my website. Therefore you can use it for practice. You can get these codes there. Therefore I save that one, then zoom out. That is code for cross. Then the next one I need to go to that is to the code for maximize, and also code for that is for minimize. Therefore I needed to have that one, those 2 codes. Therefore I needed to have the code for maximize. For this one I just go again to properties, then I go to toggle, it is toggle 27, event on click here. I just hit it on procedure, then I hit the 3 dots. Then ladies and gentlemen, this is where I will type the code. Therefore the code is do cmd, that is do command dot show should be dot show toolbar, then the toolbar name should be in quotes here. Therefore my toolbar is ribbon, then should be no, that is for maximize. Therefore for minimize I only copy this. Therefore I copy this one, I save that, then I go to my next code. My next code is minimize. Therefore I go to properties, I go to event on click, I choose event procedure, I hit the 3 dots, then I paste my code here. Therefore I only change not to yes so that it can minimize the ribbon that way. Then I cross that one, I also cross this one. Therefore I am done with the coding. But for the code for quit, I use the command button. Therefore I can just draw the quit button here. The wizard will launch. I just go to application, quit application, next, then text here. If I put picture it will put this, but I want text, then finish. I hit on finish. Therefore this is my button for quit, and I can just take these buttons of mine up here because I assign other buttons here. Then I can just hold shift and click all of them, then go to properties, or then I go to backboard, that's back color here. I want them to be black that way. Therefore they take the same shape, but this one should be black and borrowed that way. Therefore those are my buttons. Therefore if I run my system so far, you see now that one is working, minimize is working. Therefore cross, you see it will ask me confirm if you want to exit. No, I am retained here. But if I click on this one, then I click on yes, and then I will be taken away. Therefore this is the CRAB and Society Registration Management System. These are the control buttons. Therefore let's go to the footer and do some of the required calculations. But before you do that, you can also draw a box for this. You can also draw a box for this one, just to make them attractive. Yeah, that way, just to make them attractive. Then after doing that, we just go again to design view. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to do a bit of modification to these buttons of ours. Therefore I'm highlighting all of them. Then go to properties, go to back color here. You can have them blue, or you can have them right. Blue is more attractive. Then go to effect here, special effect, make them sunken. Then I save. Therefore see what I have, ladies and gentlemen. This one now is even more attractive. Then go back again to design view of this one. Then go to, I cross that. Therefore I just come to this point, ladies and gentlemen. Footer, I pull the footer downwards. Then I give it some attractive color, like gray. Then I need to have the totals of, for example, if I click on view, I chose to have my CRABs as presidential award, environmental award, and this way. Therefore these are my CRABs. I have presidential awards CRAB, environmental CRAB, Christian Union, and Catholic Association. Therefore I need the totals of these programs, these CRABs here. Therefore I just go to design view of this one. Once I go to design view, I go to ribbon, and then I can draw the ribbon here. Therefore the first one is presidential awards. I want them counted, how many members are in that group, that way. Then I just go again design, I go to this one, and you also need to count the members who belong to environmental CRAB. Then I also need to have the members who belong to Christian Union. I also need to see the members who belong to Catholic Association. Society. Then I highlight this, go to format, that way. Therefore I need them size 12. Good. Then I need them counted here. I need them counted. Therefore, first of all, we can just draw a box. I need them counted. Therefore, we can have that one. Then, for us to be in a position to count that one, we need to use DLookup function, and therefore I just go to this. I take a text box. Therefore you remove the label part of the text box. Therefore this is the text box, and for that case, for us to have the DLookup here, DLookup function, I want us to have this enlarged. Then I reduce the size so that you can see what I'm doing. Therefore for the DLookup function, you just write count. We are counting. What are we counting? Therefore we are counting the CRAB name. We are counting CRAB name. And after counting crab name from where? We are counting crab name from our query. Our query is members, that is members range query. That's where we are getting data from, and for that case we have to give the condition, where the condition is that crab name is that crab name, that is crab name equals to 1. That is in our reference. Sorry, we have to close the bracket. In our reference, if I can explain this one. Okay, there is an error, therefore just a moment. In our reference, you'll get that this is crab name. There is an ampersand. Then also this one is an ampersand. There is an ampersand. First of all, let's see. Good, it's working. Therefore, what I am doing in my reference, if you go to this part here, if we go back to, let me cross this and explain what I'm doing. If you go to this form here, when we go to crab name, you can see crab name is number here, is number. And what is happening, there is a relationship between crab name by use of DLookup wizard. Therefore we use the DLookup wizard to connect this, that is to connect the crab name and this one and the crab name. And for that case, if I open this table, presidential award is number 1. You see it's number 1. If I can zoom that one, presidential is number 1 for the reference because of the relationship. This is number 2, environmental. Christian Union is number 3. Catholic is number 4. Therefore that is what the engine, Microsoft engine, is referencing. It is referencing those numbers. That is number 1, 2, 3 because of the relationship. Therefore, if I may proceed, I need only now to have this. This is the code. Remember, you can get this database from my website. I have dropped the URL just below this video. You can download it for free and then see the codes. Therefore, this is the code. DLookup, we are counting crab name from members query where crab name equals to 1. Therefore, 1 is presidential. That is presidential awards crab. Therefore, I just needed to copy this. Remember that a programmer should not get tired if you can recycle the code. Therefore, just reduce this one to that size. Again, go to text box, draw another text box here. Remove the label part of it, paste the code, then change the last part to 2. Again, do the same to this one, copy another one. Therefore, paste the code, change the last part to 3, depending on the way they are arranged in the table. This is 3. Then we remove the label part of the, that is the label part of the text box. You don't need it. Then the last one, you also do the same. You draw, remove the label part, paste the code, change the last part to 4. It is represented as 4 in the table. Therefore, also these ones can be taken backwards and also format, bold them. Therefore, if I go to this part here, number 4 is Christian Union, number 3 is this is a Catholic Association, like that. And if I just go back, you remember what we did here. Look at this point here, this one, crab 001. That's why format, that is the format of the auto number. You can practice on that. That is the format of the auto number. That's how we assigned it. And therefore, for that case, if you look at this data, presidential award, how many guys? 1, 2. It is 2. Environmental, 1, 2. It's counting. Christian Union, we have that is Christian Union, we have only 1 guy. But if I change this one to environmental, then refresh, you see that environmental, we have 3. Therefore, this is how that one is accomplished. Remember, you can download this one from my website. For practice purposes, you get the codes. Therefore, that is the part of counting whatever you are doing here. Then the next part, ladies and gentlemen, is to count you need to have the total registration fee and also the total records. Therefore, just go to design view. We can just come to this point, pull this upwards, go to box. We can draw another box here. Then we need to get a text box and draw it here. Therefore, we need the total guys. Therefore, this one you just type equals to count. Then you put a star. That means all. So we need to have the total members. Then click on that one, that one. We change the back color. Therefore, the back color here should be transparent. You just go to back style, transparent. Then the border here should also be transparent. You don't need the borders. Therefore, it should look like that. Therefore, these are the presidential award. That way, total members. Then we need to have the total text box. I draw it here. Therefore, this is you just type equals to sum. You open the bracket, then you take the spellings rich underscore fee. You close the bracket that way. Therefore, this is the total fee. You can bring this closer. Then this is the total registration fee. This is the total registration fee. Here. That is the total registration fee. You can highlight this. Go to format. You do that. Make them something like 12. Then go to design, draw a box just to make it attractive. That way. Then if now I run that one, you see this is the total fee. If you can add this, you will get this one. But still we need this one to be like the others. It should go to property, go to back color, transparent. Also the back style should be transparent. That way. Therefore, this is what we have, ladies and gentlemen. Therefore, we can, if you add another guy here, like now, if I can add Como Koigo, that is we register him today, and he has contributed that amount. This is 2021, and he is in year 1 doing engineering, and he is a member. Therefore, if I hit refresh here, you notice that the environmental class has increased to 4, total members has increased to 8, and the registration fee has also increased. Therefore, that's how you can accomplish that part, ladies and gentlemen. Therefore, that is a bit of that. Then we need a situation whereby when I am registering members, I only get members of a certain year and doing a certain course. I don't need everybody on board. Therefore, that will be our next move. Therefore, I cross this one, I save it. Then the first step, I need to go and copy this query. Therefore, I copy this query, I paste it. This time round, I can just change it to entries that way. Then I right click on the entries. First of all, I open, I can see it's working. Then I need to change the record source from these to entries. Therefore, I just go to design view, go to properties, then record source. I change the record source to entries instead of the mother table. You can see it's still working. Now the next thing is to create a form that will filter this. Therefore, we shall create a form that will filter that. Therefore, I just go to create. I go to more forms. I need to use a model form. I remove these parts and also reduce the size of the model form. Save it as selector that way. Then I come to this point, I draw a toggle button. I also draw a combo. Just go to where combo box is. Then I can have 3 combos. 1, cancel. I also draw another combo, cancel. I also, I have not drawn the same combo. If I can just draw another combo. When the wizard launches, I cancel. I also draw another combo here. This is to allow me filter. Then this is, I change the names of this one. This is the year. This is the year of study. Then this is the course. This is the course the student is taking. Therefore, I just go to format that way. Therefore, this is what I need. Then this one is open form. That is how that one looks like. You can also change the color of this one to something different. Therefore, this is what I have as my selector. If I run it, therefore this is what I have, ladies and gentlemen. This is to allow me filter. Then in a quicker way, we can just go to manipulation of this one. If I can just go to see how that one is manipulated, therefore right click, go to design view, hit on this one. On here you go to data. At this point, data, then you go to where row source is here. Therefore you type select distinct. Select distinct, the field you want selected. Therefore I want to select the field from filters. Therefore just I write this and see how filters is. Therefore I am selecting C here. I copy this, I go back to this one. Therefore I am selecting C here. From where? From filters. Therefore see what I am doing. I am selecting a field called C here from a table called filters. That's what I am doing. Therefore I can just copy this. Then I go to this one. This one again, I am selecting year of study. Therefore I paste that one there. Go to this one, I copy this. I need the correct spelling. Therefore I am selecting year of study from filters. Therefore this is year of study from filters. Then we have course. Where am I selecting course from? I'm selecting course from members. Therefore I paste this. Sorry. If I can just type select distinct. What am I selecting? I'm selecting course. I'm selecting course from where? From this table here. Right click, rename so that I can take the name, Control C, from that table. Therefore I paste that one, then I save. Therefore we save that one. Therefore if I click on this one, okay, first of all, if we cross the filters table, it is complaining that we have not crossed the table. Therefore if I go cross, I open this one, just a moment. Therefore if I open this one again, ladies and gentlemen, you can see I have the 2 years 2021. I can choose, then it is reading the year of study. It is also reading the courses. That's very good. Then the next part now is to make sure that we have the code. We have the code to execute now this. Therefore you can first of all write the code, then now go and connect the two forms. Therefore we go to this button here. Just first of all we make it good. Therefore this is open form. Therefore for this code, just go to event on click here, event on click event, you hit the 3 dots, then you type the following small code, do cmd, that is do command dot open form. You open form, then the form name should be put here. Therefore form name is members registration. That's how we called it. Then should be opened in normal format. So we choose this in normal. Then that form of ours should be closed. Therefore do cmd dot close. That is solid dot maximize, should be maximized and then closed. Then me here refers to the form. Me dot visible equals to false. Therefore this is the code. Therefore the code opens the form, maximize it, and then close itself. That's exactly what is happening there. Then after doing that, now for us to connect this one with this, we need to also adjust something on the query. Therefore first of all we need to run about names of this. Therefore like now this one, you just go, this is combo 3, combo 7, combo 9. Therefore you have combo 3, combo 7, combo 9. Therefore you just go to our query entries here. Now when we are in the entries, we are connecting the year of study and course with the query. Therefore we just go to where those ones are, they are here. Therefore you just go to here, we start with the year of this one. Therefore forms, you write forms exclamation mark, forms exclamation mark. We are connecting selector with a field called combo 3. That is the first field. Then the next one is forms exclamation mark. We are connecting that one with the second field. The second field is combo 7. The next one is forms exclamation mark, the same form exclamation mark, then combo 9. Good, there we are. We are done. Therefore that's how you connect. Now just see what happens now. Remember we changed the row source to this, and therefore if I run now this one, I choose 2021, then I choose year 1, I choose accounting, and hit open. See what happens, ladies and gentlemen. The system will only open accounting, year 1 accounting. And for us to be precise, I can include it here in a bigger font, that is the course and the year. Therefore just go to design view, then go to that one. Therefore I can just go to add existing this way. Therefore you need the year of study and the course. I have hold shift, therefore I can drag them here and drop here, year and course. Therefore I can have them here. For this is format, then go to increase that one, that, then I save. Therefore if I go to selector here, if I change something like computer science, if I change to computer science, then hit OK. Therefore you can see now here we have 2 guys here in total, and they have paid this amount here. Therefore this is for the whole system, but this one is individual for this. Therefore you can see now here study 1 course computer science, but you can still do something here. Make sure that this one is bigger or wider for that case. In that now you see now this is computer science, and we can make it inactive for this part. Therefore I go to properties, then I go to data, enabled no, so that somebody cannot change, you can only see. But for these ones you can change, these ones you can change. Therefore so far we are moving on well, ladies and gentlemen. Then after having filtered that, we can now create our reports, that is the class list and also the statement report. Therefore just go to create, then we go to report wizard, then we can send everything to the right. Next, I want it to be tabular, next, then class list, then I hit on finish. Therefore for that case, then I go to design view, then I can first of all highlight all this, then go to properties, then go to or I go to border style here, I put it transparent, back style also I put it transparent. I don't want those lines. Then pull this a bit, bring this to class list, go to format, put the color accordingly, then go back to our form, that is that is design. You can just go here, put our photo here, our photo, then go to this point here. You can have, that is crab and society, MIS. Then increase the font size, and that way. Therefore that one becomes attractive. Then you can also change this font sizes, that is to be vivid. Therefore you have here study, can have that course name. This one you can use this one should be reduced, then this one should be pulled back. Crab name should be pulled that way. You have studied should be also be pulled. This one should be increased. Therefore if now we have our class list, this is our class list. Our class list for that is for these classes, but we also need to make sure that they are filtered somehow. Therefore you can also again go to these two, you can hold shift and bring this one here, that just like we have done the others, that way, so that we can have it showing the year and the course. Then that is done, that is the class list. Then we can go and create our statement. Therefore I go to report wizard. This time round we are using the table registration. Therefore go again, we need to have the member number, member name, then date of registration fee, year of study and the course, then status and the seat, and also lastly we need to have the crab name. If I just go to next, tabular but landscape, next, this can be called the statement, then finish. Then now we just need to align this one. Therefore go to design view, remove this, we align this just like we have done the others. First of all, go to properties, make sure the back style is transparent and also the back style is transparent. Then remove that, pull this a bit, this is our statement. Then we need everything to be vivid, go to format, that way, then do as we have done the other one, reduce the unwanted bigger feeds, member name, date of registration should be somehow, then registration fee should be vivid, year of study can be that way, year of study. Then we have the course, then the status, the seat, but the problem should be vivid. Good. Then again the same note, go to this point, make it good, that way. Then go to this point here, can have our title, Club and Societies. Management system. Then go to format, can have it that way. Good. Therefore, after having that, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to the final part of now having this one. Therefore, we now need to have this one connected to another kind of this form. Therefore, what we need to do, need to go to this point, right click this and copy it, right click and paste. But this time around I can just call it, R. R here will stand for report. Therefore we shall have that selector, this one instead of coding again. Then we also need to go to entries, copy this, entries, copy, paste. We can call it statement. Now what changes here is the name of the report, and it is the name of this form, and also we shall change the code. We shall change the code for this one. Therefore this one will be open reports, that way. Therefore that one will be open reports. That one will change for that matter, and therefore we shall have that code changing a bit. That code will change a bit. Therefore code for this one will change. We go to properties, go to event on this point here, we hit on these three dots and change. We shall only change this part here, this part. Therefore it will read do cmd dot open report. Therefore we have the report name. The report name is statement. That is the report name, and then it will be open arc preview. This one, arc preview. That is the only part that changes in that code. Then we save that one. Now the next thing is to change we have copied this statement, is to change the name of the report. That is not the name of the report, but the name of the form to be referenced. Therefore here we shall include R here. We shall include R. This one, it will be R selector. Therefore we shall include, let's just have what we have. Therefore it will read R selector. It will include R here. We shall type R. We shall also type R. That way. Therefore, you are changing the name. Therefore, for this one, for us to have this like now, if I hit on this one, you see it has not identified the filtering. It is actually working but not giving the correct information. Therefore, for that case, first of all we include let's first of all do a bit of formatting. Therefore we include, go to design, go to add existing list here. Then we can have these two, year of study and this here included, just like you have done to the others. Then pull this way. Therefore, the next thing, you can just have this one, vivid. You can have it vivid and also 12. Therefore, what you need to change the row source. That is you need to change the row source of this report to read statement. Therefore, you go to design, you go to properties. Here you choose report. Therefore, you choose report. Then row source. You see, our row source is wrong. Our row source should read statement. Therefore, we need to read statement. And then there we go. When I save now this one, I cross this, then I go to this one. It should read exactly. See for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Therefore, it is reading year 1 accounting, and that's exactly what I have chosen here. Therefore, if I choose computer science, then it should only give computer science members. Therefore, that is very strong. Then from here, the next thing, ladies and gentlemen, if you are keen, when I was demonstrating the other system, I had the splash form. I also had the login screen. Those ones I do not do. I only import them from another application, from the original application. In case you need to know how they are created, just look at the URL, the links, the YouTube links of my previous videos that I have just placed below this video to show you how to come up with a splash form and also how to code a login screen. Therefore, let me go back to this member registration and add 2 buttons. Therefore, we need to add a button here that is to open this and to open this. Therefore, just go to this button here. Button, you drag and drop form, then next, then open form. Next, we need to open the class list. This one, to open this one, class list. And for that case, I just go back. I go to report, then preview report, next, class list, next, finish. Let's just delete that, come up again. We need to draw, then go to report, preview report, next, class list. Here we just click view class lists, then finish. Therefore, this is view class list, then finish. Then we also need the next one. This is view class list. We also need to have another one to open this one, to open this one. Therefore, to open the reports. Therefore, I just come draw it. Then I go to open form operations, open form, next, select, that is report selector, next. Therefore, this one will be open, that is view statement, that way, then finish. Therefore, these are our 2 newest buttons here. We shall also have these ones as our part of the program, that way. Then we can also have them arranged like the others. If I just go to this, we go to back color here, then the back color here should be black. We can also put them white. That is the other color should be white. Or they can look like that. This is our 2. Therefore, in case now we save this one here, that way, then we go to selector. Then I choose something like 2021. I choose year 1. I choose computer science, open. Therefore, this is computer science, year 1. Then I can be in a position to view statement from here. You see, computer science now can be in a position to see this one for computer science. I can also hit this and be in a position to see the class list. But we are not yet done with the class list. Therefore, let's do something on the class list. Go to class list. Okay, from here you can check the class list. But if you look at the class list is mixed up. It is mixed up here. Here it's just reading the first record of computer science, but I want to fine-tune this class list in that it only gives a specific record. Therefore, for that case, I just go back to, I go to class list, I right click, I go to design view. Then in this point here, this part here, you just go to year of study. Right now here, I just go to criteria, I put the square brackets, then I type enter year of study, enter year of study. Then on the other hand here, I just go and do the same. Right now, enter the course, that way. Therefore, I save that one. That one now I have created a parameter query whereby it will ask me enter year of study, then it will ask me enter the course. Therefore, if I go ahead and run, you see I will be asked to enter the year of study, then enter the course, something like accounting now, that way. Therefore, I already be in a position to get year 1 accounting. This is Dennis Charles, who is in an environmental club. Therefore, if now I proceed and refresh this database of mine, then go to view class list, therefore enter the year of study, for example 2, then computer science, computer science. Actually, I'll be in a position to get the, I have no member who is under that category. Then the last bit of our system is to come up with a dashboard. Therefore, I go to create, I go to design, therefore I right click this one, or I just go to properties. Then I need to go and select form. I need to select form here. This one should be my form. Therefore, I need to have my form. Then in my form, I go to picture, where the picture is here. Can choose the picture. This is my picture. Therefore, then I want it that place. Then can just save this one as main, that way. Then in my main, if I run, this is what I have as my main. Then I can be in a position to draw my buttons. Like now, can just go to this point here, draw a button, then go to form operations next. Open form next. Then I can have my selector that way. Therefore, can just have to begin that way, then finish. That is for the form. Then I can have for the report. Therefore, form operations, open form next, then R selector next. Then I can just go to this one, can say view reports, view reports, then finish. Then on the other hand, I can just have another one here. Therefore, just go to miscellaneous, report, preview report next, then class list next. Then this one can just select class, that is class list, then finish. Then on the same note, I can just adjust this one a bit of it up to that point, that way. Therefore, these ones are the buttons that I need for operations. Then I can highlight them, go to format, just increase the font size a bit and make them readable. Therefore, that's how I need them. Then after having that one, this one here, if I run now my dashboard, this is how it looks like. Begin, you see now, can begin there. If I need to see reports, this is how I can go about it. If I want to have the class list, then I can be in a position to have that one. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we agreed that I will just import the memo, that is the splash form, and also the login form. Therefore, those ones I will not do. Therefore, what I need to do is just to go to external database, new data source. Then I go to, from database, I go to where my original file is. This is my original file. I click on OK. Then I need to go to forms. I import these ones. I import those ones that way. Then once I do that, I go to my main form here. my main form, I need to have a text box here. Are you logged in as? For this one, are you logged in as? You are logged in as. Then this one, I need to connect with this one. This one reads text 35, therefore I must make sure that one reads 35, just to make sure it reads the login form. Therefore, after doing this, this is your logged in as. This one should go upwards. I need to separate the two by holding this. Therefore, this is you are logged in as. Then this one should be highlighted in such a way that I will be in a position to add the color. Therefore, I just have one. You can now just go to save your dashboard, then run the login form. We can just cancel this one. Just go to design view and cross that one. Therefore, you cross this. The next thing is to open now the memo, and then after you open the memo, you can now just type your credentials that way, and then you are good to go. In that, now I can operate begin here. Like now I can just go to 2021 one, then go to something like accounting, then open form, and then I can be in a position to run my system. On the other hand, from this point I can still now view class list. Like now I can see class list for one. Like now here I can just see class list for one accounting. Spelling is not a big deal. Therefore, in case there isn't, you will not be in a position to see. If you misspell again, you will not be in a position to see. Still on this point, I can be in a position to get the reports, just like I can do from the other one. Therefore, you can see the reports are actually seen. Therefore, don't forget that to get data from another database, you just go to external data. You then go to this point, then get data from a database. That's how I came up by importing this form, and also this form, and also any other form that you see was not existing. Therefore, remember to download this database from my website. The URL is just down this URL, so that you can be in a position to get this database for free for practice purposes. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. See you in my next session.